Now let's dig deeper into the role and significance of public finance and how it relates to different types of economic goods. Public finance focuses on the satisfaction of social wants, that is, goods and services needed by society as a whole. Private finance, on the other hand, is all about private wants, individual consumption. But what do we mean by these wants? Let's break it down by looking at the types of goods. Economists classify goods based on two important features: rivalry and excludability. Rivalry means if one person uses the good, there's less of it for others. Excludability means people can be prevented from using the good unless they pay. Based on these features, we can divide goods into four categories. 1. Private goods.
Excludeveli rival.
Private goods are what we use every day: cars, food, clothes, phones. You have to pay to access them, and once consumed, they can't be used by others. Example: when you eat a burger, no one else can eat that same burger. That's rivalry. And the restaurant can stop you from eating unless you pay. That's excludability. 2. Public goods.
Non excludable e non rival.
Now, contrast that with public goods like national defense, clean air, and street lighting. You can't stop people from breathing clean air or benefiting from a secure country, and your benefit doesn't reduce others. That's non-rivalry. But here's the issue. Because people can benefit without paying, we face the free rider problem. This is where public finance steps in. Governments step up to fund these goods, ensuring everyone has access. 3. Club goods.
Excludable e non rival.
Ever been to a private gym or used a streaming service like Netflix? These are called club goods. Access is restricted to paying members, but multiple people can enjoy them simultaneously. Example: watching a show on Netflix doesn't stop someone else from watching it. To non-rival, but only subscribers can watch. That's excludability. 4. Common resources.
Non excludable e rival.
Finally, we have common resources like fisheries, groundwater, or public grazing lands. You can't easily stop people from accessing them, but if overused, everyone suffers. This is known as the tragedy of the commons, where individuals overexploit a shared resource, causing long-term damage. Example: if too many boats overfish in the ocean, the fish population drops. One fisher's gain means less for everyone else. So, what's the role of public finance in all this? Well, public finance is not just about collecting taxes and spending them. It's about ensuring the efficient allocation of resources, promoting public goods, regulating common resources, supporting the economy through stabilization policies, and most importantly, it's about maximizing social welfare. Let's recap. Private goods, excludable and rival. Public goods, non-excludable and non-rival. Club goods, excludable and non-rival. Common resources, non-excludable and rival. Each type plays a different role in the economy, and managing them wisely is the key task of modern public finance. So, when do markets fail to deliver what society needs? Economists identify several situations where private markets fall short. Let's walk through these one by one. First, not all goods have ready markets. Take health insurance as an example. Private companies may refuse coverage to individuals with pre-existing conditions. Why? Because only those who expect high medical costs are willing to pay high premiums. This is called adverse selection. The market fails, and government intervention may be necessary. Second, imperfect competition. In many industries, a few firms dominate. When a company becomes a monopoly, it can charge prices higher than the cost of production. This means fewer people can afford the good or service even if they need it. The result? A misallocation of resources. Third, imperfect information. In many cases, buyers and sellers don't have equal information. Doctors might recommend unnecessary procedures. Financial advisors may hide risks. When one party knows more than the other, markets become unfair and inefficient. Fourth, the high cost of enforcing contracts. Imagine every deal you make requiring a lawyer or a court. That's expensive and time-consuming. Without a reliable legal system, markets can't function smoothly. Fifth, natural monopolies. Services like electricity or railroads have high fixed costs, but low costs for each additional user. This creates conditions where one provider dominates. Left unregulated, they may exploit their position. That's why governments often step in, either to regulate or provide the service directly. Sixth, externalities. Not every cost or benefit of an action is reflected in the price. Driving a car adds to traffic congestion and pollution. Those costs are borne by everyone, not just the driver. The same goes for benefits. Vaccination protects not only the person receiving it, but also others. If left to the market, we'd get too much pollution and too little vaccination. Government action is needed to correct this imbalance. 7th, public goods. Some goods are non-excludable, meaning once they're provided, everyone benefits, even if they didn't pay. Think of clean air, street lighting, or national defense. Private companies have little incentive to produce them, but society needs them. That's where the government steps in. 8th, inequality and poverty. Markets reward skill, education, and capital, but this can leave many behind. Without intervention, societies can face widespread poverty and massive income gaps. This not only hurts individuals, it can destabilize entire economies and political systems. Government programs like social protection aim to reduce these gaps. 9th, economic instability. Booms and busts, recessions, and inflation can devastate people's lives. Unemployment rises, savings vanish, and uncertainty spreads. Governments use tools like fiscal and monetary policy to smooth these cycles and stabilize the economy. All of these are reasons economists support a role for government in a market economy. But they don't say government should do everything. The goal is balance. Let markets operate where they work well, and let governments act where markets fail. Governments should provide public goods, correct externalities, regulate monopolies, ensure fair information, stabilize the economy, and redistribute income where needed. This is not about replacing the market, but about helping it function better for everyone. In a country like Pakistan with a mixed economy, the challenge is even more delicate. The government must carefully decide when to intervene and how. Too much involvement can stifle innovation. Too little can leave millions behind. Here's the key takeaway. Markets are powerful but not perfect. Governments must act, not to replace markets but to complete them. And that is the economic case for government.